we talking about here?
That doesn't make any sense.
Freedom, passion, money.
I don't
have
know.
no
Some
freedom.
days it does feel easier to just go to clock in and clock out.
I mean,
Of course, it's much
just
easier.
so much.
It's so much better, and you get paid for it. Restaurant Punk, what's up?
Restaurant Punk, thanks, Leah.
While we're talking about George, I can't.
I can't even.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, Leonce, and Nikos. What's up?
What's up,
What's
guys?
up? What's up?
You guys ready for Vegas?
Can't wait. I'm getting so excited.
Oh, what
I'm
happens?
excited.
What's the saying? What happens?
What happens in Vegas?
Stays in
Does it
Vegas.
really though?
I don't think so.
Not so much.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't stay.
Herpes comes back with you for sure.
So on Restaurant Punk, we're advising we're anti what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yes?
Yeah, sure.
Was
Okay,
that?
Peanut Gallery. Thank you over there.
What do you guys want to talk about? You got something? I got something.
Ooh,
Oh, what do you got?
do tell.
You got something better than me?
Never.
Never?
Even if it was, you wouldn't admit it. I'm just kidding.
It's not
Very
wrong.
funny, Lee.
But
Very funny.
wrong.
Very funny. So the three of us did an episode in the past regarding food service and atmosphere.
oh, here we go again.
No, I'm just saying we did it. And I feel like you kind of destroyed me on that because you guys are very passionate about your answer, which is food service atmosphere, to where I'm the opposite. We're atmosphere service food. So I'd like to throw something out at you. It's regarding not necessarily restaurateurs, but I'm going to use entrepreneurs as a whole. So if you're an entrepreneur, okay, I'm going to give you three things and you tell me in which order they should be.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why I brought up the food service atmosphere because I was thinking about this and I said, aside from restaurateurs, there's entrepreneurs.
Tons.
And entrepreneurs that are not in restaurants that are doing all kinds of different businesses. So what's the most important thing when you're an entrepreneur? I'm going to give you three things. Excuse me. Freedom, money, or passion. So I'll give you a second to think about it. Freedom, money, or passion. So if you want to become an entrepreneur, for anybody watching or listening, or you already are an entrepreneur, what are the three most important things? And I want you to list them in order. Again, freedom,
You know that's go ahead.
money, passion.
Mine is passion, money, freedom.
Passion, money, freedom. So you put freedom last.
Last, correct.
Okay. Leah, would you?
I would say passion, freedom, and then money because I feel like,
it.
I feel like quality of life is a little bit more important to me than money because if I'm passionate, I'm happy. If I'm free, I'm happy.
Yes.
Having money doesn't necessarily give me freedom because I could hire people to do it, but they might not do it as well as me. So I feel like passion, freedom, which would then equal quality of life, and then money.
So Leah is passion, freedom, and money. Being an entrepreneur. Nico, you are?
I am passion, money, freedom.
Okay. I am passion, freedom, money. So for anybody
We finally
listening,
agree.
right? Here's my argument now. Here's where I'm going to both of you up.
Ooh.
Because
ready.
He said up.
I'm going to you up
My bad.
so bad right now because you're both about food service atmosphere,
Which
right?
is true, yeah.
So according to an entrepreneur, money would be the physical thing. According to a restaurateur, food would be the physical thing. So you're both wrong because if you're saying as a restaurateur, food is number one, as an entrepreneur, you should be saying money is number one because that's the most important thing. That's the physical part of it.
No.
I disagree.
I love that you disagree.
I disagree.
I was begging that you would disagree.
Well, I think passion would be equivalent to the food because if I'm a chef or the person who's putting together a restaurant and creating menus, I'm passionate about that. I'm serving you me. So
But passion has nothing to do with anything.
I'll take
Passion
two.
is just your love. You'll take two?
I'll take two.
You'll take two?
just, you know what I mean? No, I mean, yeah, but no, yeah, I think passion would be the equivalent of the food. Like what you're serving, what you're giving out is what you have come up with in your mind, or you've tasted, or as an entrepreneur, whatever the business is that you're providing, that's your passion. That's what you're putting out into the world. So I feel like that still is first.
Do you feel like entrepreneurs, let's say you're a budding entrepreneur and you have these ideas and let's say you are working a job, but you have an idea. I feel like an entrepreneur, it's either they're going to do something that they love and they believe in and that they're going to get rich off of. I think we hear that a lot.
Yes.
Entrepreneurs getting rich. So we hear all the success stories. And that's why, I was thinking about you guys in the car because I watched our episode and I was there for our episode. And I was like, you guys made some really great points when it came to food, service, and atmosphere. I still totally disagree. But that's how I came up with this topic organically. I was just in my car and I just segued into entrepreneurs. And then I was like, well, food and money are the physical part, and then is service and atmosphere equivalent to freedom and passion? Because for me, I'm all about, to me, it's about the freedom. Freedom is everything for me, freedom. But the passion, you can't really execute or be great at anything unless you're passionate about it.
Correct, which would be number one, just like food in a restaurant.
Same.
Yes.
So that's why passion should
but
be
passion
first.
is a feeling. Food is an actual physical item that's so important to you guys that if the food's not fucking good, I'm not going back.
Well,
So that's a physical thing. That has nothing to do with passion.
No, it's-
so I want to get you guys fired the up right now because I'm feeling this topic.
It doesn't make sense what you're saying.
It makes so much
I
sense.
think I agree with Nico that passion.
Of
and
course you
food
agree with
are
Nico.
the same.
Because she knows I'm
I
right.
agreed with you too, but I'll say this, right? As an entrepreneur or as a owner of whatever your business is, say it's food. As an entrepreneur, you go in there passionate. I'm going to make this. I'm going to do that. Da, 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 da. Same thing with entrepreneurship. Then reality shows up and you have to start making compromises and cuts and things because you can't afford it and this and that.
Yes, Leah.
Same with the food. Now your quality goes down. You start to lose business. It's the same thing. You have to stay passionate, driven, and your quality of life, which would come next, would be the freedom, would be your service, because this is what the feeling that you're giving to your customers. This is what they're taking away from it. The money could be the atmosphere, because if I have a lot of money, I can make my restaurant as fucking beautiful as I want. You would want to be here all the time because it's the most intimate or romantic or exciting place. That's the money. But is it important? Not as important as the food or the passion. Not as important as the freedom of lifestyle or the server giving you the best experience and getting you to try new things or whatever. And money and freedom.
I love you, but
money and
I think that you've misconstrued two of the topics there, two of the main key ingredients, because freedom is the atmosphere. Freedom is what you lose. Freedom is you're busting your ass for the next 10, 15, 20 years to be able to have all the freedom you want in the end.
but you do get the freedom.
At the very end.
No.
Correct?
I would argue that, Nico. I'll let you finish your thoughts. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, this is getting hairy.
It's getting hairy. I love it.
You have to have the passion, because a lot of places, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of restaurant owners who are not passionate and open up a restaurant thinking they can make a quick buck will most likely close the following year, if not two tops, because they don't have it in them. Okay. It's the same thing with food. You're not going to have people coming in if you don't have good food. Nobody's going to go to your shit.
Disagreed.
I know you will, but it's fine. You have no valid points.
Restaurant punk.
I don't know how you disagree. You have great restaurants and the food is good. Like,
Because you guys are all about the food. There's so
You
much
can't have
more
a
to it.
restaurant without food.
if your food wasn't good, you would not have as many restaurants.
Done.
Your name.
But anyway.
Okay.
It's like sex. Do you focus, too many people focus on what's not there, like what's missing. You should just be focused on what's there.
You think too much when you're having sex, my man. I'm sorry.
I'll say that's a really.
That's
I don't even know if I'm thinking anything.
Well,
sorry.
If I'm thinking, then there's something wrong.
so as an entrepreneur, let's say you're at a job and you have an idea and you have to execute it. I think passion drives that. I don't think it's money or freedom, but as it becomes a reality, you start to taste freedom. And what Nico was talking about was you're not going to taste freedom for 10 to 15 years.
Or more.
That means being successful. But from day one, you get freedom. And when I say freedom, I didn't say financial freedom. I just said freedom as a human being to be able to create and just do. I bring up entrepreneurs. This is how I came up with this topic, because I'm like, Cara Restaurant Group is shifting from being restaurateurs to entrepreneurs, because aside from this wonderful fucking kick-ass podcast, aside from cookbooks or other books and retail and distribution, we built our base from being restaurateurs, and now we're expanding into other things because we built a beautiful fucking cake, and now we're going to add different frostings to it. So this is where I came up with this, and I thought of both of you because I'm like, okay, let's just expand our minds and let's turn into entrepreneurs, because restaurateurs and entrepreneurs are separate. I don't know why those are two separate words, because I feel to all the restaurateurs out there, you are entrepreneurs. We understand, we know what you go through. You're first class. And if you can be successful in the restaurant business, you could be successful at anything. There's a reason at cocktail parties, when you tell people you own a restaurant, a lot of rich people go, tough business. They get it. Yeah, it's the worst business, correct?
Yeah.
It's the worst business that exists.
Because you have
gotta
no
love it, though.
freedom.
Because you have no freedom.
Because you have no freedom.
Yeah, but if you're showing up to your restaurant, if you're showing up to your bar, right? If you go there late, are you going to get written up? If you go there late, are they going to dock your pay? Are you going to work extra hard just so you can get a raise? No. That's what I mean by the freedom in the beginning. And once you taste that freedom, you're like, ooh, I don't ever want to go back to that. I want to make money like this.
That doesn't make any sense.
What are we talking about here?
That doesn't make any sense.
Freedom, passion, money.
I
have
don't know.
no
Some
freedom.
days it does feel easier to just go to clock in and clock out.
I mean,
Of course, it's much
just
easier.
so much.
It's so much better, and you get paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You don't get those phone calls at 6 a.m. like, the bread didn't get delivered.
Yeah.
You're like, what do you mean?
No.
A squirrel ate it.
I'm sorry. Like I said, I was just driving and I was just thinking. I do my best thinking when I'm driving, like more than an hour, because I'll just turn the radio off. I won't put it. I usually listen to podcasts or books on tape. I'll just turn it off and I'll just let my mind just wander. And that's how I came up with this topic. I
When
thought
you were listening to your tapes.
my tapes, my books on tape. I think that's what they still call it.
Tapes. It's
Well,
Audible. Get a subscription.
No, I used to go to the library back in the day.
Yeah, way
and just, not way back.
I did too.
Burn and just get the
Yeah, in
CDs
elementary school.
and put the C. Oh shit! Well, for me that was 1990s.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was there with you.
You were there with me. You
I
were
wasn't
there.
born yet.
Oh, whatever,
Nice.
Leah. Whatever, Leon say. All right, entrepreneurs, restaurateurs, let us know: freedom, passion, or money. What's more important? And I want you to list them in the comments from 1, 2 to 3. And don't lie, because I know most of you are going to say money. If you mean it, say it. If you're doing it for the money, just let us know.
I mean, we all know I'm right, so it's fine.
Yeah, but you're wrong. Because I'm right. Just letting you know.
Yeah. All right, then. Restaurant Punk. We out.
All right.
Restaurant
Peace.
Punk, we're out. Do they make one for men?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pink color.
Fuck yes.
Fuck yes. We're going. What you got? What do you want?